Ah! Nice to see everyone.
Rockbiter. It's been a while. We haven't seen you here at the likes of Aristotle Full Throttle in a long time.
Nah, man, it's just been a couple weeks. That's nothing to me. I'm 500 million years old.
Yes, we've established this many times, Rockbiter. I believe the audience is well informed at this point that you, Rockbiter, are quite old. You are geologic in nature.
Yeah, I also rock. I'm the classic rock biter. We like to rock 1-2 Electric Avenue, and then we take it higher.
Oh, look at all those comments from the days gone by. What we want are these comments. This is the part of the show that everybody loves. There we go. Look, it's people. People are here. People are arriving here at Aristotle Full Throttle. Unfortunately, we haven't sorted out the Instagram situation, but we'll get to that.
Man, I thought you was Batman. I thought you could do anything.
Well, as a bat and a man, I sure can.
That like your new catchphrase or something?
Yeah, as a bat and a man, you sure can. It was what Robin always used to say.
Hey, Batman, I got a question. Oh, hi, Escape from Post. I got a question, Batman. How come we never seen Robin?
Robin? Good question. It depends on which comic book you've read.
A comic book? Who reads comic books, man? I listen to classic rock.
What?
I listen to what? I'm trying to tell you, I listen to classic rock and roll music, man. What's up, Ismael? Gotta fix this. Hold on a second.
Always with the rock music. You young kids, you know, I invented a dance back in the day called
The Batusi?
Yeah. It's almost as if we know each other so well we finish each other's
rock sandwiches?
Yes, that's exactly what I was going to say. Guano. And the other...
Yeah, man, I have a cave inside my belly filled with bat guano. We talked about guano just the other day. Ricky said it on the Jackbox.
Yes. Way to invoke poop. This is what the Aristotle Full Throttle show has been invoking.
Yeah, Birdie, he's still here. Hey, Birdie, how you doing?
I've got to tell you that, about 73% of the time I'm cold. And that is about 100% of the time. That doesn't make any sense, Bernie. Bernie, since the inauguration, have you been able to seek warm refuge?
I've been sunbathing. I go up to the roof of my hotel. And I go inside the sauna. And also, it's a terrible waste of energy, what they have on the roof. They also have a hot tub. What it costs to heat that hot tub, I don't know. It seems like a terrible waste that they should be saving money feeding the poor and giving healthcare to everyone who needs it.
Well, I don't disagree.
How come you say you don't disagree, but you could just as easily say that you agree?
Well, I don't like commitment.
Well, I don't hate that.
What is it that you're trying to point out, Rockbiter? You know, it seems to be a terrible waste of time, this show entirely. Colleen, well, it is a warm...
I'm in warm, wonderful downtown Burlington, Vermont. I'm the senator from Vermont, and I tell you, we don't have a coat factory for nothing.
Are you referring to the Burlington Coat Factory?
Yeah, man, I got a coat there. It took them 73 years to knit. How do you make a coat? You knit coats?
Well, if you make it out of yarn.
I don't think that is, that is very efficient for warmth.
What are we doing here today?
Well, I made my own Snyder Cut. I call it the Rock Bottom Snyder Cut Justice League. It's 500 million years long. And you're in it, Batman.
500 million years long. That just feels like it. We're still watching the Zack Snyder Cut, doesn't it?
Well, today we're gonna watch Winter Soldier. Falcone y lo Soledad Invierno.
Ah, your Spanish is improving. You've been taking Spanish for
475 million years.
Well, that's much longer than the language has existed, and you still don't have a full grasp.
Man, mi español muy bien, gracias.
Good enough.
Oh, hello. Hey, those guys, what are they up to? I'm always asking myself that question. What are they doing, those guys? Hey, Gender Fierce, how are you? Uh-oh, it's Gender Fierce time. Jen. Welcome to the show. I gotta switch it over to headphones. Hey, everybody. You still hear me, right? Good. Jen, that was your intro, obviously. Very exciting intro. And we've also got our favorite friend, Colleen, who is here to tell us what we're about to watch. She's got the foresight. She knows what's about to happen. Colleen is so excited to let us know that she saw the thing first. Colleen is here to be excited for us to watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier for the first time. Colleen, our favorite spoiler, here. Colleen is this sketch from Portlandia where they were like, did you read the thing from I read it. Did you read the new, I read it, yeah, did you read the new Mad Magazine? I read it last week. Did you read the new Cigar Aficionado? Read it 2 weeks ago. Did you read the stop sign outside? Did you read the traffic lights? I read it. It's a good sketch. Those guys are comedically amazing. Fred Armisen. Colleen knows what we're talking about. Colleen, we love you. Spoiler alert, Colleen's here. Oh, we're just having fun here. I'm excited. I've been having a good week, even though I took a little bit of a siesta just now. I just woke up, I woke up from a siesta. Because now it's time to fiesta. After the siesta, you got to fiesta. Oh, yeah, I got to turn on the Discord. What am I doing? What am I thinking? The Discord's not even on. Let's turn on the Discord. It's funny that siesta rhymes with fiesta and the opposites. I'm sure there's lots of Spanish folk songs about it. We're talking about Spanish today, I guess. A lot of Spanish anecdotes. Let's turn on the thing, because we're going to do a watch party. I'm going to drop the watch party link for Falcon and the Winter Soldier. But first, I'm going to watch the trailer for The Suicide Squad. Obviously, it being different from Suicide Squad on account of it being The Suicide Squad. I'm excited to watch it. I really am. I ain't seen it yet up here, but I like James Gunn. James Gunn obviously got kicked off of. Yeah, you can access my camera Discord. Why not? Discord asking me about cameras. James Gunn was fired off of Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Basically, the heart and soul of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, James Gunn, was fired because he said 2 tweets 10 years ago. He was ambushed. He was robbed. I got 2 cameras running. Maybe I should lower the thing on this. My bandwidth might not be able to take it. I think it is. I think it's fine. I'm probably speeding up and slowing down. Let me let me get rid of this video. I'm going to have to close my video. Maybe I'll just turn on my webcam. Yep. Nope. Yep. Nope. And James Gunn, interestingly enough, that's much better. Hey, Noel Dreyer. You know, here's a little anecdote. There was a dude who was from Hungary on the set that I was working on last week for... I almost said it. I don't think I could say it yet. I got the... They gave it to me. They gave me this, by the way. I don't think I can say it yet, but I just was talking to the producer of the commercial I was working on, and they were saying it came out good. And I'm going to do some additional dialogue recording in the morning or something. But look, check it out. They gave this to me. They gave me the seat because they're like, what are we going to do with it? We can't ever use that again. I'm out of focus. It's weird how, like, the daytime has affected my streaming abilities, my lighting situation. It was so rad, and now it's bad. Wow, rad with bad. Here we do this. There we can do this. Yes, there we go. So yeah, this is pretty cool. I can't show you the back of it because the back of it is the name of the commercial or the company. This camera is hard to focus, just like me. Oh, come on. All right. Listen, autofocus, you're going away for a while until it gets dark in here, until my camera can recognize what we're doing. All right. So I'm excited to watch the trailer for this, but here's the anecdote. The director of photography for the commercial that I was working on is Hungarian. He's from Hungary, or his family is from Hungary, and he was like, your name is Dreyer. I might have told this on the show. He's like, Dreyer, that's a Hungarian name. That's also a very famous Hungarian beer. Dreyer. Oh, Dreyer. And I don't know if we've watched... We should actually do an episode where we watch the Dreyer beer commercials from Europe. They're kind of hilarious. They're like the Budweiser of Europe, and they're always on a beach partying, and they're like, Dreyer! And it's my last name. Here, it's not as common. But in Hungary, it's a beer. Never fear, it's a beer. Alright, I'm copying the watch party group watch link. I'm going to send it out to everybody, but first, I gotta close all these things up. Alright, is the music super loud? Feels like this music's super loud. I'll turn that down. It doesn't seem that. There we go, that's good. Sure. You can hear the piano. Alright. But, anecdotally, how have you been? Now, I'm dropping this group watch link in the text channel for Falcon and the Witch Soldier on our Discord. If you would like access to the Discord for Aristotle Full Throttle, all you got to do is subscribe on Twitch. If you are on Twitch right now, twitch.tv/Aristotle Full Throttle, you can hit the subscribe, and then that gets you no commercials for the month when you're watching. Also, you can rewatch and you get access to the Discord. You can hang out with us after hours, or you can just pledge at least $1 a month on Patreon, which is super duper easy. Super easy. Hold on, so just want to make sure you can bounce tracks quickly. The plan is to try to edit so as we go. No problemo. Sorry. Yeah. Dealing with business and doing a show at the same time. Don't recommend it. Don't recommend it. All right. Should we invite the producer to the watch party? Why not? Hey! All right. That'd be funny, right? By the way, this is what I'm doing right now. This one pays my soul. I have to restart my laptop because Wi-Fi just dropped out on it. Uh-oh. You don't want to... They also sell it in Germany. You know, it's funny because Dreher is a verb in Germany. It means to roll. which is funny because when it's like the name Dreyer in Germany it's like the name Turner. Like it means to turn, to roll. So when you're on film sets, they're like Dreyer rolling. So that's fortuitous, isn't it? I'll send people group watch link, and if the group watch fills up, we can do another simultaneous group watch. All right. Why is that? Okay. And I could send the group watch link to my parents too. Why not? I don't even know if they're watching it yet. I think they were saving it for this weekend. Yes, Noel was in the Navy, and it took an East Pac tour. An East Pac tour, like an Easter. Push to 10 a.m. Start tomorrow. See you then. Sounds good. Sorry. I'm excited. I'm excited because the producer of the commercial was like, "Hey, we're gonna do some like recordings, extra dialogue, additional dialogue recordings of you tomorrow, and you can do it from your home." And that's why we've set this show up. That's why we started a show. We've got all sorts of microphones. We've got all sorts of things, microphones, little baby Yodas. We've got all kinds of things here to make this show a professional situation. Am I right? Am I right? Maybe. Let's All right, I'm excited to actually watch this trailer for James Gunn's The Suicide Squad. That's what it's called, and that's how you say it. Y'all there on Discord, if anybody would like to just do a test, I would love that, just to make sure that we are live on the Discord. Cool. I can hear you.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you for that, Jen. The Fierce. Jen the Fierce, obviously the fiercest of all the Jens, on account of the name. It's in the name, really.
I claimed it. I just claimed it.
It's perfect.
No one else can claim it.
It's perfect.
Fiercest.
You know, Jen, what my favorite things is the toast. You're making the toast, Mr. Toasty. What's his name? What's the official name of Mr. Toasty?
It's Hot Buttered Toast is our clan, so he's a hot buttered toast boy.
That's amazing.
A little hot butter boy.
The range of emotions that you can express with a piece of bread that is
Right?
toasted. It's pretty amazing. Love it. Are you excited to watch? Did you watch the trailer for the
I have not watched
Suicide
it
Squad?
yet.
All right, so
I'm excited to see it.
I'm excited too because James Gunn, this guy got kind of like he got pushed out of Marvel for a minute because people saw something he said, too bad attempts at jokes. And I bring this up a lot on the show, is that I feel like comedy, you should get strikes in comedy. Like if you try a joke once or twice and it doesn't work, and then comedians ultimately,
Process,
yeah, there's a process, there's a whole thing going on, and I feel like comedians don't get a fair shake a lot of times because somebody will write about what they did and they'll be like, I did not approve of the jokes that I saw at 2 a.m. at the Laugh Factory when there were 12 people there. It's like, well, he or she was trying something new. They were trying to figure out what's going to make people laugh. And if it doesn't make people laugh, if it makes people cringe, it's a good sign to the comedian that it ain't funny, and they're probably, more than likely, bail on it. They don't care so much necessarily about making a political statement as to just punch you in the gut with laughter, generally speaking, I think.
Well, that's why phones have been, camera phones have been such a problem, because a lot of times they'll be workshopping material and it's not intended to necessarily, like when they're, that's the whole point of, so that's why they don't want it on video.
Yes, and that's it would be like going into the set of a movie and just recording it and sending it out. It's like, well, we're not done with the movie yet. And a lot of times people do that. They'll like have video from set, and it's not intended. But I think it's weird because now we're sort of stepping into the territory of Tom Cruise screaming at the crew behind closed doors.
Remember when Chris Klein, that I don't remember what movie it was, but he was auditioning for some movie, and it leaked, and it was embarrassing. I genuinely felt bad for him, but I feel like it was for a Marvel movie.
Was it Chris Klein? Remind me of Chris Klein.
He was in American Pie. He dated Katie.
Oh yeah, yes.
Before Tom Cruise.
Yes, I remember. What was the thing that he did? What did he do bad?
I feel like it was a Marvel movie. It got leaked, and it was I didn't even watch it because it sounded like so I couldn't handle the secondhand embarrassment, and plus like I felt bad for him, like that it leaked.
Yes. Yeah. But that's the thing. It's like comedians, people doing the art process. I, on the other hand, I feel like so much of this show is watching the process, watching the sausage get made, because I'm like, I don't know what's happening. I think it's been a journey, because for this last year, we've watched this show go from like basically streaming on my phone to now we've got, say... What's up, everybody? This is the Carl Weathers Predator Weathers Report featuring the Action Jackson AccuPredator Weathers forecast and Cardi B. It's gonna rain. Mamma mia! That's what I always say. I am... Holy moly, mamma mia. That's what I say. Lay all of your love on me. Is that... He's singing the song by The Who. Is that right? Is that the song? What? No, that's Rain on Me. we need to consult a rock bottom on that. That's Lady Gaga. That's. What do you think of Lady Gaga, Cardi B? Oh, she's all right. What do you mean she's all right? She's a phenomenon. She's incredible. She's inimitable. She's okay. Oh, come on. Everybody's a critic. So what? My name Cardi B. I'm here to say that I think that Lady Gaga is just okay. All right, fair enough then. It's 98 degrees. It's not... Oh, yeah. Mike Tyson. Yeah, I should play Robert Givens. I'll punch him back. I'll punch him back. I'll punch him in the eye. That's a good idea. Mike Tyson has a history of violence in all kinds of ways, as he's a complicated person. But I'll tell you what, he never fought a Russian like I did. You got killed by that Russian. All right. It's 98 degrees, and I don't mean just a band. That was the Carl Weathers Predator Weathers Report featuring the Action Jackson AccuPredator Doppler Radar Forecast and Cardi B.
Oh, you got a stew, baby.
Yes. All right, so are you guys ready to watch the Suicide Squad trailer with me? I am ready. Let's just make a little attempt here to make sure that I can hear the sounds coming out of the things. Ooh, it's a Red Band trailer. And I will rewind it, and then I'll put it up on the screen. Here it is, up on the screen. It's funny. I have to remember to close... There's a delay. I have to remember to close the videos, the intros, after I play them, because when I go back to the scene, they just start again. I should tell them... Oh, I know how to fix that. All right. You have to, whisper to it and tell it very gently. Do not do that ever again. Cool. Ange! Guess what? Speaking of intros.
Say baby.
I can destroy everything. But I'm not. What? But I can. Baby. Shut up and give us your money.
There's a little addition at the end there. I've been adding little things here and there. I intend on creating a new intro every single week forever. So that'll be a fun little editing project for me, because I love to edit, and I find it really, really fun and satisfying to feature each one of the throttlers, each one of the featured throttlers here on Aristotle Full Throttle. Obviously, Ron won trivia last night, and here is his trophy up here. Here it is. All right. There's so many things here. Champion. I will grow the trophy so you could see Ron Pert's name. It's right there on top of Ange's head. All right. Time to watch this trailer. I think I have way too many things open. My computer is very slow. How's it looking? Hey, Pammy. How are you? You got snacks for everybody?
I have an olive loaf of bread for people who like gluten.
Nice.
Freaking! Oh, that's so freaking cool! I love olive loaf.
Truffle cheese.
Oh, okay, that's high class.
Goat
right
cheese with blueberry. I mean, it's about to be on.
That's amazing. Do you have olive oil to dip it in with balsamic too?
I'm gonna go get that. I call that a dipping station.
What? That is
Good. I got a good Ozzy Osbourne story about dipping stations in bread.
I cannot wait to hear this.
I
Actually,
can tell it, or I can.
When you say
So I
Ozzy
worked on the,
Osbourne and dipping station, my mind goes all kinds of places. So tell us what happened.
Well, you wouldn't think Ozzy Osbourne would be a dipping station man, but so I worked on a show with him and his son, and we would record all the interview portions, the interstitials, at their house. So you'd be there, and like all the dogs would be running around, and Ozzy shuffles around, and he's the nicest guy on the planet, hands down.
Sharon!
Like him and Sharon would be like, snuggling on the couch, like watching like TV together, and he had this thing where he gets this certain French bread delivered every day. It's got the crackly crust, and he has like all these different oils and vinegars, and has a dipping station. And like every 5 minutes,
Amazing.
you just would hear like shuffle, 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 and he'd just shuffle in there and be hanging out in the dipping station. And Sharon like didn't like him eating the bread, so she'd be like, "Get away from the dipping station!" So there's a little insider that light on Ozzy's life for you.
That is amazing. I can totally picture everything you just said too. It makes perfect sense. Oh my god, that's so funny. Ozzy is kind of adorable.
He's got a lot more.
Well, and Sharon
He
spent a lot
is
more
like
time
just a
to
little-
harass him about bread now.
Yeah, that's true.
Go for it.
Yeah.
He loves it. I still need to figure out where that bread is from in LA. Anyways, enough out of me and Ozzy stories.
That's incredible. I actually was fortunate enough to meet Sharon briefly back in the rock and roll days. We were at Ozfest. There's a whole Ozfest story that Oliver, like next time Oliver is in the chat, we'll have to regale you with this incredible story that we shared together as rock and rollers, and meeting Sharon and hanging out with Kelly for a minute. It's a story, but the one that I like the best so far, and that I've heard my entire life, is that Ozzy shuffles to the dipping station. That sounds like a lyric. All right, let's watch the Suicide Squad. Yeah, I love it. Ozzy shuffles to the dipping station, and there's like a picture of olive loaf. I get the olive loaf at the Hollywood Farmers Market. Do you ever go there to get the bread?
Love their bread.
Yes.
This is from the Whole Foods, otherwise known as Whole Paycheck.
Yeah.
Exactly.
My mom was a
Sometimes you got to treat yourself sometimes.
Yeah,
especially.
We've been promised a Trader Joe's here for over a year. That is like, and I just read an article today that says we're not getting it until the fall, and it's like, I hope I'm not still living here in the fall. Okay.
Where do you live? On the dark side of the moon? There's no Trader Joe's?
Where do you live?
Northern Indiana, Pete Buttigieg land.
Yes.
Oh,
you live in his jurisdiction, right? Or what does a mayor have?
Yeah, where he was mayor. Yeah.
Yeah, the mayor doesn't have jurisdiction; they have rule.
Well, no, and then they elected a mayor whose last name is Mueller, and I swear they just elected him because his last name is Mueller.
Mayor Mueller?
So
makes sense.
Oh, and also Amy Coney Barrett's from here. So, we contain multitudes, and Mike Pence. So.
Oof. Mike Pence.
Mm-hmm.
No, thank you. 6 pence.
My
none
mom
the
was
thank you.
My mom was principal at the elementary middle school, like parish in Indianapolis, when Pence met quote unquote mother. She played guitar at the church.
She played guitar? Well, she just earned 1 point, so she's up from -1 to 0. Welcome, Blurred Words.
She was like one of those. She was one of those who played guitar. Like,
right. She was like la la la. You know, mother sings.
Like
Blurred Words.
A Christopher Guest movie.
We have not watched. It's half past, and we have not yet even watched. That. Yeah. No problemo. We have not yet watched the trailer for The Suicide Squad, and we are about to right now. So here it goes. Here's the trailer for The Suicide Squad.
Everyone, look out for my friend in the trailer. He's the blonde German. His name is Flula. Anyways, I forget the name of his superhero, but
it's probably Kevin.
Killjoy? No.
Steve. All right, here we go.
The entire mission for a mental defective dressed as a court jester. It's coming from a guy that wears a toilet seat on his head. We don't leave one of our own behind.
Oh, look.
No funny business.
Ooh, that's like a weird frame rate. Here, I'm going to do something different because I think that it's not going to work right this way. I am going to do something incredibly revolutionary. I'm going to just play the trailer inside of the OBS. It's hard to think and do this at the same time. All right. Because I feel like it won't be so herky-jerky. My computer is lagging so much right now. I should have restarted before this. All right. Give us a second. I'm not sure you guys can hear this, but All right. Discard. There we go. Okay. Wow.
You gotta be kidding me. You're gonna risk the entire mission for a mental defective dressed as a court jester. It's coming from a guy that wears a toilet seat on his head. We don't leave one of our own behind. Hopefully Harley's still alive.
No funny business.
I'm gonna put the guys, just bear with me for 30 more seconds. It's gonna be worth it, I promise. You know what else is worth it? Subscribing to the Aristotle Full Throttle Show. I recommend that you do all of those things with your life, because it's fun. You get to do this, you get to watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier, you get to hang out with some of your best friends every single day, 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, here at AristotleFullThrottle.com. And boom. All right. Totally gonna work right now. Watch this magic happen.
These are dangerous people.
Two is clear to go.
Fire up. 3, 2.
What are you guys doing?
What?
Harley Quinn.
Here to save you.
You were gonna save me?
It was a really good plan, too.
Well, I can go inside and you can still do it.
That's patronizing.
I'm so sorry. Riley.
Bloodsport.
Bloodsport. I saw that movie.
You know the deal.
James Gunn.
Successfully complete the mission, you get 10 years off your sentence. You fail to follow my
The use of good music. The use of Michael Rooker.
Detonate the explosive device in the base of your skull.
Yes.
This looks like it's gonna be good.
My 69-year-old mother was excited about this movie.
This looks like what it was supposed to be.
Exactly.
Any questions?
Amazing.
And
Yes, that is your hand. Very good.
Waller. I mean,
I hope so.
Ah!
For fuck's sake.
Here's the deal. We fail the mission, you die.
If we find out
Funny.
the information you give us is false, you die.
If we find out you have personalized license plates, you die.
No.
If you cough without covering your mouth.
Hardly. Although, that isn't an open invitation for you to cough without covering your mouth.
What's the plan? How the hell am I supposed to know? You're the leader. You're supposed to be decisive. And I've decided that you should eat a big bag of dicks. If this whole beach was completely covered in dicks, and somebody said I'd eat every dick until the beach was clean for liberty, I would say no problemo.
Why would someone put penises all over the beach?
Who knows why madmen do what they do?
Oh my good God.
See, I was looking forward to you enjoying this.
This is serious.
Quality.
Well, that's kind of our thing.
This looks amazing.
Get you out of here alive.
I'm going to
Yeah,
get you
I'm
out
so
of
excited
here
about this.
Oh my God, we've got a freaking kaiju up in this shit.
Oh, it's the dude. The space dude.
We love the rain. It's like angels are smooching all over us.
I found her tolerable in that just now. Wow, that was an exciting, amazing experience of a trailer, actually. I really enjoyed that. Do not subscribe to them. Wow, that was fun.
Yeah,
Yes,
see,
Starro.
I was in full Kristen Wiig mode. Like, and
Did
when
you-
you see this.
Do you... That looks completely epic. It looks like the definition of epic because I actually thought so many of those characters were likable, enjoyable, right off the bat. When I saw the trailer for Suicide Squad, I like that they got like a mulligan, which is kind of funny. This was Killeen just all day. when I saw that they had where they're going to do the mulligan, I was interested. I think it's funny that Captain Boomerang is the same, the other dude is the same, Harley Quinn is the same. So is this a sequel? Is it a remake? What is the word on the street?
Looks like it's a remake.
Hybrid.
Yeah.
Or yeah, because she's like, you know the deal. In the beginning, she's like, you guys know the deal. So it's like they've already done this before.
That makes
She's
sense.
like, here you go. And by the way, this time put something to blow up in your brain just in case for insurance, because that wasn't in the first movie.
Yeah, that was great. Oh, and didn't it look like they were going to use like a Floby on Michael Rooker's character?
It's funny.
My
There's
friend played
Javelin.
Javelin. I don't know. That's who he plays.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know who that is. He's blonde. Is he German? My friend's German.
Is it Cheryl? Go ahead.
Cheryl. No.
Yeah, your friend has like the coolest name ever. Like I looked him up on IMDb and
Flula Boris?
Yes, that is such a cool name.
That's his like. I can't
Oh,
tell you,
is
but you know how Sacha Baron Cohen plays Borat?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's kind of like what he is, like Flula Boris.
Okay. Well, that's cool.
Like,
Oh, I know
his
that
real
guy.
name's Christoph.
Yes, and he's always got that
Went
big
to
toothy
North
smile.
Carolina University.
And he always is like,
You should know Aristotle. He's got a big he started on YouTube and stuff, and then
Yes.
Really?
Yes,
And now
I
I'm
do.
watching Curb Your Enthusiasm, and I'm like, what the hell is Christoph doing on We were
He's
all
got-
like,
Great.
don't just follow one character, like diversify. And he was like, I know what I'm doing. And we were like, all freaking wrong. Now he's in this movie. And he was getting jacked up like hardcore, but he obviously couldn't tell us any of this, right?
Right.
And we were just like, what's going on, bro? Like
Do you even lift, bro? Yeah.
We know something. We know something.
We were like, slow your roll. Is everything okay at home? Like, it's getting out of control.
Yeah. Next thing you know, he's going to be a part of a Suicide Squad.
And we were like, okay, now we get it.
Yeah. And Peter Capaldi in it. I thought that was great too.
Which
Peter
one is
Capaldi?
he?
Okay, does nobody like Doctor Who?
Yes,
watched
yes,
it
I know
like
who you.
a million years ago.
He's the bald dude with all the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, my
Yeah.
mom loves, like, I'm sorry, I'm a loser. I live with my amazing mother right now because of reasons. But she loves her British shows, and she was so excited to see Peter Capaldi in this.
Yes, he looks.
And I
He
think
looks like someone that they use a lot. That James Gunn doesn't he use him a lot, or no, or is he just a recognizable face? You know, it's Andrew reminds us it's not a sequel, it's a reboot, and they will reference the first flick, but maybe just a little, says Blurred Words. So so it's kind of like a little hybrid. I guess it's like in the zeitgeist of this movie. The first movie is sort of in the zeitgeist of this movie. They're just kind of like, oh yeah, that sort of happened, right? We kind of went through that.
Well, Taika Waititi's character is not named on IMDb. Oh, and P.S.
Is he the shark guy?
The new IMDb. Huh?
Is he the shark
no,
guy?
You know who that is? No.
Who's that?
That's what I thought as well. Sylvester Stallone.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yes.
Hey.
The vice shark dude?
Yeah, I have hands.
Wow. That everything about that trailer just got more and more good and funny, and it had like I felt something. I felt it. I felt my heart move. I felt it move. So I was like very excited. Yeah. Go ahead.
I thought that it was cool that Steve Agee is in it too, because he and James Gunn have like a long-standing professional, like, you know, a friendship, professional relationship. My best friend from high school was actually Elliot Page's assistant when she did Super with James Gunn, and I think Steve Agee was in that as well. But I think it's cool that he's involving people like that.
Yeah. Like, you know what the best part about watching that and it delivering on like all sorts of levels was that James Gunn he got kicked off of our favorite of the Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy that he was creating for Marvel because he got a raw deal. And this was like a big middle finger from James Gunn to like all of those people who. Yeah, it was such a.
But that song was like, all right, we're going to Guardians of the Galaxy, like same exact genre of music, like.
Yeah, like the song itself makes sense. I don't want to do your dirty work, but that's literally their job. Amazing.
But who is directing the third one? I thought he got rehired.
He did get rehired, yes. So they delayed it another year because they were like, oh, well, we were going to use your script, and then I think someone else was going to jump on board and direct it. His script.
And then they realized that Chris Pratt is actually like more annoying than any of James Gunn's tweets.
Apparently. And, I think it was, I bet you $1 million that they, not really $1 million, $1 million hairs, that word was on the street on the set of Warner Brothers when they were filming. They were warning a brother. They were like, James Gunn is doing an incredible job. He's doing a bang-up job over there. We should rehire him because what the hell were we thinking, firing him? So that's probably
think he was... I thought he was a perfect choice for Suicide Squad.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And it's his script, and it's like... that was really smart of Warner Brothers to be like, oh, Disney's going to fire you for 2 jokes from 10 years ago? We can overlook that because you're an incredible talent. I love James Gunn's story because he started out like in the music world and kind of transitioned over into this. And another
like
thing...
Justin Timberlake.
Exactly. He's bringing sexy back. But there's something... I see you, Khalid. That's a joke. That's an inside joke. So I think it's amazing that James Gunn was able to is able to do what he does. I forgot essentially what I was going to say. But
he does seem like a decent dude who did some stupid shit when he was younger.
Yes.
That's pretty much every human being.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't seem. It's not like Army Hammer.
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't know what Army Hammer did or didn't do. Well, here, let me see. But yes, it's like so.
I mean, have you even read about his family? Like, it's like he was doomed.
I just don't know. Like, so much of it seems personal to me. So from everything I've read about Army Hammer, I'm like, this seems like. I mean, if he's an abusive person, he should definitely be, taken to task about that.
Well, no, I think he needs help.
Whatever. Yeah.
Like I mean, I want him to get help more than I want him to be punished.
Right. That's compassionate, actually. And I think there's also the fact that, like Fu Pammy was mentioning, you can't. I don't understand the new standard that every human being is supposed to be held up to today. Like from birth to death, you can't mess up ever, because then we will remind you and cancel your life.
I mean.
Because there's just more easy access to that information than any other generation, where you could hide your secrets a lot better back in the day.
Well, yeah,
exactly.
But it just seemed with him. It seems like something like pathological. Like it's not just he's not a perfect person. We're judging him too harshly.
He's not a perfect person.
I'll sing along with you, John.
But no, it just seems like he needs help. He needs help.
Whatever he needs, he got to go get it. Yes, Dr. Gleep Glob, Robocoptopus would have been good. Is even Robocoptopus around anymore? Where is he? Oh, speaking of Robocoptopus. Hello, I don't have a vocoder or any kind of voice modulation on my voice right now, but how are you? I have a question. Your move, creep. Please put down your weapon. It's been a minute. This is so much more funny when I have got my actual vocoder on. So we're gonna watch this episode of Falcone y el Invierno Soledad. That's Spanish for Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Last time we were watching, there was some flying, there was some shooting, there was some therapy. Speaking of Army Hammer getting therapy, let's all watch the show. This is so much better with the vocoder. All right, we're turning him off. Get out of here, Robocop. Get out of here, Robocoptopus. Let's see. Sequel, they will reference the first flick. Oh, yeah, I'm back here. No, Shark is sly.
You brought up RoboCop. That actually also has to do with Suicide Squad.
It's funny. When you said that, I heard Brobocop, which means that this needs to be in addition to the show. Brobocop.
He does kind of look like a frat bro.
Brobocop, please.
Brobocop needs to happen. I need to send out some texts. I need to alert the media.
He's the narc. He's the narc of the frat.
He is.
Bro with a Frobocop.
Oh my gosh! You have added layers. We've got. I don't know if my mind is ready for that. That's like Theta. That's like OT1. That's like OT9, and I'm only on OT2. That's a Scientology reference. That's what they tell you. That's why they keep getting you to buy Scientology lessons. Because they're like, listen, that's OT level 9, and your brain will not be able to handle that information because you're only OT3. Give us $100,000 more. All right.
They're not up to 9, are they?
It's a pyramid scheme religion. Yay!
No, yeah. One of my one of my best friends is a survivor who was born into it and got out.
Oh, yeah. You got to get out of there where you can. I had a friend whose parents are.
She actually really like Marvel. I think
Marvel?
we might be in a cult too, guys.
Yeah, this is a cult. This is a Marvel cult.
But Nicole's DC. Nicole's DC. Out Marvel.
Yes, and Ange is also DC. Let me give some people some heads up to make sure that they want to watch, because we haven't started yet. I dropped the link in the general chat. If anybody, we've got 2 more slots on my group watch that can watch along with us. If you want to click on that link.
That was just the appetizer. Now we're moving in for a smash burger.
There we go.
It's fucking on Friday.
Holy moly, that looks amazing. Yes. All right, so let's start. I'll drop the link one more time in the general chat here, and then you guys can, anybody out there, you can just join our watch party directly if you have. All right, so 5 minutes we're going to start. I just got a heads up. So in 5 minutes we will watch along. So basically, it's funny. So Jen, how was your night? I know that Friday nights you like to, yeah? You have a nice Friday?
Friday nights is date night.
Date night. Did you have a candlelight?
So it's grocery shopping and dinner.
Oh, that sounds.
We get groceries without a kiddo, and we go and get something yummy for dinner.
What'd you get for dinner?
Date night. We just got Chick-fil-A this time, but sometimes we get Five Guys. There's not really any like sit-down dining anymore these days, you know.
But it's just, it's like comfort, yummy food. I love Five Guys fries.
Yeah.
The fries are amazing.
Dang, their fries are so good.
You know what? You know what I love about Five Guys? When they put the burger in the bottom and with your fries, and then they dump like 2 more huge shovels of fries on top of everything to keep it warm.
It's like fry confetti. It's great. I love it. They like pack it in tight with the French fries to make sure it stays nice and warm.
They figured out that the specific heat of potatoes can help maintain. They figured out the physics of potato warming. It's pretty great.
The curly fry.
And then today, he took me out clothing shopping afterwards. That's why we were a little late.
Ooh.
That's my favorite thing to do.
Oh, that's fun.
And the shopping.
Well, if we learned anything from you about Fortnite, is that you love the skins. You love to change the clothes.
I like the skins.
She likes the skins. She likes the dances. Yeah, exactly. Art imitating life, imitating games, which is fun. Ange says Joel Kinnaman.
Play this game, Saints. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. I want to hear about the Saints. Did they go marching in?
We used to play a game called Saints Row. No, they don't go marching in. And it's kind of like another version of, what's that one? Grand Theft Auto, right?
Oh, right.
So I used to spend the whole game like shopping for clothes, and then I'd end up having the police coming in and shooting me because Jake was like robbing banks and doing stuff and getting us all hot with the police. I was just trying to buy clothes, man.
It's an open world. It's your world.
The police shooting at me.
The police. They're on their way. Anne says Joel Kinnaman is pretty nice. He was down here for a while and frequented my Starbucks and bought me drinks a couple times and completed my assets. He completed your assets?
What?
What does that mean?
I wonder what that means now.
Hey, Annalita. What?
Hey, Annalita. Now you and Joel Kinnaman, speaking of Robocops, you guys, she's got a relationship with Joel Kinnaman. As you know, Ange is in Narlands, so there's a lot of filming that goes on down there. So I'm sure she's.
Long one, y'all. I have to share that.
The amazing thing about curly fries is their ability to defy physics and logic and how long they can get. They use topology to create length. Let's see. You got compliments from Joel. He complimented. Completed my ass. So, Blurred Words completed that sentence. Complimented. So Joel Kinnaman was a little inappropriate. Sounds like unless there was consent involved there. Somehow.
Grown-ups. Yeah. It's okay.
Yeah, exactly. Unless he said, "I compliment your assets," and you could take that however you like. Which, so yes, you have great eyebrows, is what Blurred Word says. Which is.
Are we gonna watch people beat each other up for 2 hours?
I cannot wait. Sorry. Yes. Well, I have to wait about 3 more minutes. I am going to. I know WandaVision is fantastic. I'm gonna get pee, so let's look at. Hi, it's Hal. Oh, let me There's the AFT 9000 and the TI 82. All right, I'll be right back.
This was supposed to be the first one out. And then they made WandaVision the first one out.
I'm glad they
were
switched
smart.
it. Yeah.
But now they're like, now this has got to follow WandaVision, which was like a completely different type of show with all these Easter eggs and all this stuff to find. Where this one just seems more straightforward, like Marvel beat 'em up.
Well, something happens in this episode that.
Oh, Kayleen, I'm watching you.
We got. Here, Kayleen. We got to create an alarm. We got. Yes. Well, listen, Kayleen.
Details, Kayleen. It's the cutting off the.
Dude, I am trying to work with a mullet right now. Okay.
Kayleen, she's. You know what? Character is destiny. If we learned anything from Colleen, that she will be true to character, which is part of the joy of trying to avoid the spoiler and to try to be like, at what point?
I'm just saying, there's something.
Well, the thing is, Kayleen, it's not necessarily like the specific details, but it's like if someone says, watch out for the jump scare, then you'll be not. You know what I mean? Even if you don't say what the jump scare is, then you're gonna be waiting for that jump scare. You know? I know, I'm just like an analogy. It's an analogy.
Okay.
It just happens to be a particular. It happens at 3 minutes in. Just be ready for it.
No, it doesn't.
I need to create
a picture of the mullet, though.
I know what it is. Is the shield Hydra?
No. It's actually
what we would call a ridiculous guess.
It's not that but it makes you realize, okay, maybe they felt the need to wait a little bit.
Okay.
It made sense to you why they delayed it? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Did Wanda first? Okay.
Why they delayed being like who the new Captain America?
No. Oh God.
Wait.
Okay.
Before we get too lost into weeds here, before we start to
roll it back.
Yeah, let's reel this in.
No, I told you about my Wyatt Russell. I
All right.
told you about my Wyatt Russell story, right?
Is that a good draw?
We're spiraling. We're spiraling. Like pull the nose up. We got to pull the nose up. Here's the thing. If it's a production thing, generally, like I don't really mind. But if it's a story point or if it has if it's like a speculation.
No, it was when
yeah, like
when he was a child.
With when Wyatt Earp was a child, Wyatt Russell. Sorry.
No, when Wyatt Russell was a child.
I picture him as a child with a handlebar mustache now. Here we go.
Okay, well, you know, my dad was an elementary middle school principal, and he had a third grade teacher who was like he was obsessed with chess, and he was a really good teacher.
He was chess obsessed.
And he took, chess. I don't know.
We got another bro.
Yes, we do indeed.
But hey,
Finish your thought, and we will
Sorry,
start
Kayleen, what
the video.
But okay. It was like this big regional chess tournament, and this third grade teacher
Steve.
at my school, at my dad's school, John.
I was close.
But he saw this kid who looked lost. Like he had no idea where he was going, and
it was Wyatt
he
Earp
looked
Russell.
like
What did I spoil the story for you? So I just did a double back spoiler. So Wyatt Russell was running around with his little blonde hair, lost.
Yeah, and this teacher who was from my school, like, helped him get where he needed to go, and then, you know, about 5 minutes later, this guy came up to him and said, "Thank you so much. I didn't know where he was. Thank you for getting him where he needed to go." And it was Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell's son could have been lost forever. He could have been rediscovered by someone else.
And he should have been.
All right. I am queued up to 00:00:00, and we are ready to launch the episode. You guys at home can watch along. There will be the time code on the bottom of the screen here. We'll make sure that you guys can still see that. Let's see. Is that working? Make sure that the time code pops up there. And no, I don't see it. I don't know. You got to figure it out. I'll tell you when I'll start. Oh, there we go. It's bigger than last time because it was kind of tiny. Someone said it was not legible last time. But there is the time code right there on the screen. So if you're watching the replay of this and you want to somehow sync up with us later on tonight, you can. That's the magic of technology and how time passes. Generally consistency from our point of view, but it actually doesn't. All right, let's press play. That's Falcon. Previously on. What's up, 420 artists? You could join the watch party. Here's the link. It says 0. Tell me about your mother.
The Bucky identity.
Yes, that's always a problem. You got your mind grapes back?
I liked that guy.
Yes, this guy's
He
cool.
was being funny.
He might be... Okay, never mind.
Kayleen! Kayleen! Control yourself.
But it's from the comics.
Let's see.
Ugh.
Whoop. It's a very slow zipper.
That was the horniest zipper opening I've ever seen.
It really.
Seriously, like,
Some for the ladies.
Shades of Captain America.
It's very.
Yeah.
My lighting scheme is red, white, and blue, but you can't see it yet. Because, you know, Djangoism.
Till the sun goes down.
John Walters, 10.
Walker.
Oh, yeah. I was close. This dude, he cut his hair. And he used to put his hair behind his
Johnny
ears.
Walker, like the whiskey?
Yeah, 12
I know.
years.
I wonder if they're gonna make a Captain America like whiskey.
They made him Johnny Walker, age 32 years. I don't know. Like the
Age 75 years.
She looks like Meghan Markle.
And he's Prince Harry. He was in the army.
That's true. He was in the Kush army. Oops.
Who the hell
Paused
is
the button.
This is Wyatt Russell, Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell's son.
Progeny.
Oh, okay.
He should
Just
do a
be-
movie with Ethan Hawke and Uma Thurman's kid.
They should. They should call it Goonies Toonies. I don't know.
Actually, I thought when he wore the mask, it looked like their kid because they all have big ears.
Whoa. Johnny Walker Black. He's Johnny Walker Black. That's a joke.
I laughed. I was on mute though.
Oh, I paused the play. Sorry. The acting thing, you know, it's hard. Not for this guy, though.
As long as he has a sidekick person of color.
Yeah. Yeah, this. Are they gonna make me care about this character?
You're not supposed to talk.
I think that's Thornton from Expanse season 2.
Oh.
Oh, that's why he looks familiar.
Yeah, I think that's him. He's got his hair's a little bigger.
Interesting.
Pretty sure that was him.
Everything relates back.
To the Expanse for me, it does.
Interesting juxtaposition to hear this music
And why
over
are they
this.
playing like 70s funk music.
Funk music is the best music
Well, I
like
know
second
it is,
line
but
music.
why? I mean, no,
because
I
it's a
love
marching
it.
band. It's marching band music.
Slowing
There it is. Oh, this is the Captain American theme music. Right? Captain America
Yeah.
from the 70s. That's why.
At like an HBCU.
Yo.
Hey, he's got a silver Sharpie.
Somewhere in my brain this music exists from watching the original. Well, somebody paused it. Oh,
My bad, sorry.
no worries.
Good
Ah!
morning.
Good Morning America. That's on ABC.
That is a Disney product.
Oh yeah.
And ABC is owned by Disney, yeah. That made business sense.
This feels like The Boys. She reminds me of Elizabeth Shue.
She reminds me of Trump's last
was
press
my bad.
secretary.
McEnany, yeah.
Yeah, Kayleigh McEnany.
The feet lady.
Yeah. Oh.
If somebody's not familiar, here's some exposition for you.
Right. Oh, montage.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, but
nice.
it's a GMA montage, so
A
it's a B-roll they had set up.
That almost looks like the X-Men campus.
Oops, my bad.
Y'all try to lay out the space bar.
I'm
Not-
attempting to.
I'm not touching anything.
I'm fiddling. It's my fault.
Oh,
Bucky, like, who the heck? Who this?
Because he's also mourning his best friend.
Yeah.
So is Sam.
Is the music getting weird?
I'm gonna punch you with the. Let me give you a metal punch to the face. Calling him your brother.
Zip up your backpack.
Yeah, dude, that's your fault. You gave it up. Yeah, get America on the phone. That is true. Oop. Finland, sorry. I know.
What?
That's his bird.
I miss Bucky's long hair.
I mean, he's an extremely handsome man either way.
Oh yeah. I mean, he looked good as Tanya Harding's husband.
Yeah. I like it. We're building some shtick. I love it. Amazing. We got shtick. Yeah.
I was gonna say the red hand on the face guy is like the eye hand of Sauron.
Ooh.
So it's funny they went Lord of the Rings there.
Oh yeah.
They might go back there, I guess.
And I think it's interesting that they went to Munich because that was the site of a horrific terrorist attack.
And Eric Bana starred in Munich and was the original Hulk.
Hulk, yeah.
Yes.
Connections. Attack.
Oh.
Well,
Everybody called him Buck.
his name is James Buchanan.
James. Yeah.
He's like, you need to call me James, even though I hate it.
At least they don't call him Jimmy.
What?
That's not
Jimbo.
Good. What is he doing?
He heals fast too, though, right?
Yeah, because he's got the super serum.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
I hate you. Captain America Civil War. That was also where we established this hilarious dynamic.
I love his new
I'm gonna get you, Red Wing. I'm gonna cut you.
Go ahead, pit
Well,
him.
and remember when I think it was Black Widow said, "I am not acknowledging that thing."
Yes.
Yes,
And he said,
yes.
and he's like, go ahead, pet him.
Yeah. She's like, "I am not acknowledging that."
He's an actual bird in the comic books that he talks to. But I appreciate this adaptation.
It's good.
Yeah.
People love the tech, man. I can relate to that.
Yeah, and also he said we're not assassins to the Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
This kind of reminds me of Parks and Recreation, where they had that like technology that was kind of like clear.
Yeah. Well, I didn't see the show, so I don't.
What? You hate Indiana, don't you?
White Panther.
White Wolf.
They should change the title like mid-season. Falcon and the White Wolf.
Yeah, because I remember when he came out of the tent.
Yeah, they called him the White Wolf.
Yeah.
That was a cool reference. Blurred words. Yes, Falcon has a telepathic link with the real bird in the comics, which is, you know, comic book. I love that his wings are actual wings, this, you know, aesthetically. Oh, here we go. Action. Set piece.
You would check that out. That's idiotic.
Yeah.
Yeah. This frustrated me.
Khalid.
What? That he said it was idiotic, and I said it frustrated me?
I challenge you to speak in the present tense and say, this currently frustrates me. Just... Oh, snap. She was also in Solo. With a mask on.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Keep frozen. I didn't notice that before.
Too soon.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So, you see what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah, you gonna break Red Wing like that. Oh, here come the new Captain America. I don't like them playing Cap's songs, his music with him, but...
I think I'm lag behind you guys.
Oh, in the throat. Nope. That was condescending.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, you're not going to be able to do anything to that arm. Oh, I'm going to get that arm. Oh, that was a dope visual. Ah.
Go away. Oh, shut up.
Oh, the syncing is off. Blurred words. Let's press play again. Yeah, there we go. Oh.
That new arm is awesome.
That person is strong.
Who, John Walker? Or the redhead?
The Eye of Sauron.
Oh, we went backward again. Otherwise... Yeah.
I get so mad when I see Cap's shield on Wyatt Russell.
I thought he should have kissed him.
That would have been hilarious. That would have been.
Yeah. I don't object.
Oh, blurred words, blurred words. You're pausing the video, and we're amidst an action sequence.
This new Captain America's showing up, man.
Yeah, I mean, he's still sus to me. Ouch. Now, did he get super syrup? I didn't hear that part during the exposition part. During the exposition, do we know that yet? Is what I'm asking.
We don't.
Okay.
No,
you got boysenberry syrup.
He got.
In the comics, we do.
Yeah.
He's not.
No, he's not. He didn't get a super syrup.
No, but in the comics.
Oh wait, here comes some banter. Ooh. 80?
This asshole.
Hang on, Colleen.
Are these the Russian ones from Civil War?
No.
No, they got all killed, remember? Zemo shot them in the head while they were frozen.
Oh.
Colleen, hold it in! Hold it in! Word. Jokes. She's just got a shade less charisma.
Yeah.
Like
But
that could have
feel like
worked.
I feel like that's on purpose.
Yeah, it is. He's not as
This man's all chin. What's he supposed to do?
Yeah. He can wear the outfit.
He has no lips. Like, where are his lips?
They're inside his head.
I'll find him.
Oh, he's a government boy. Amazing. They're like the off-brand version of them.
Yes, really. There's a
Exactly
Dollar
that,
Tree
yeah.
version.
Yes.
Yeah. Hmm.
Oh, fuck off. Sorry.
True. Battlestar Galactica.
Exactly. That was exactly what I thought when I heard that.
Perceptive. Fair. That's fair.
No. Fuck.
Oh wait, he's trying to.
you.
He's trying to.
Did he say you had me until that last line?
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah,
Me too.
you have to have
Yeah.
the black sidekick.
That was good. He's Kurt Russell's. What's his name?
Kurt
Wyatt.
less.
Wyatt
Kurt.
Russell.
Why Yerples? He's good at being a douche.
Yes.
Yeah, he used to be good at chess and hockey.
Yeah, he didn't. We don't. It isn't at Paris. Okay. Yeah, that's a.
Well, in the comics, though, he did get
Super syrup.
Yeah, he got black market super serum.
Ah, you don't want to get that.
He got Dollar Tree. He got Dollar Tree super serum.
Yeah.
Yeah. He got semi super syrup.
Yeah, big lots serum.
Ooh, who this guy? I've got a cheese plate.
That's hard to read.
Oh.
The guy with the long hair reminds me of Blink from X-Men.
This guy's such a great host. You took what is mine. I'm going to find and kill you. There's chickpeas in there.
Non-English, but I thought he said be smoking.
Bespoken. That was a bespoken meal.
Bespoke.
Yeah.
That Carly Morgan, though, I think is significant. I think it was originally a male character.
After tomorrow. The day after tomorrow.
Oh, Roland Emmerich.
Oh, they got that hand with the globe inside it. They've got the Wilson hand. That's their symbol.
That's a good name for it.
It's the high five of Sauron.
Will Sauron.
Wouldn't you love it if that was a twist? Is that they like merged it with Lord of the Rings? See, this reminds me of Zero Dark 30.
I like when they're on screen together. It's great.
They really have great chemistry.
Yeah. Flagmaster is a guy named Carl. Says Blurred Words. Interesting.
Well,
So it's Carly. This.
well,
This. Uh-oh. Shuri. I want to set you
No.
up on a date. Hold on. Question.
No.
Actually, I was going to say this before about the Suicide Squad trailer. It was amazing, and you could tell that everybody had fun on that set. And I think that these guys genuinely like each other, or at least...
Oh, this is...
Oh. Yeah. Why not? Got him.
I like
That's
that.
That's a good point.
It really is. It's a gorgeous color of a door. Sorry, it is.
Oh, right. He got all his
Oh,
old friends.
shit.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah.
So good.
No. Keep listening.
Colleen, please. We're gonna keep listening. Just hold your horses here. Oh. Got a chip on his shoulder. He looked pretty tough still. Oh man, Tuskegee
This is
experiment.
the Tuskegee experiments.
Yeah. Uh-oh. To put a button on that scene. Of course. I've seen 12 million videos like this on YouTube, by the way.
Yeah.
12 million, at least. Yeah. Chris Rock has an amazing joke about being not so famous that he's not just a black guy walking down the street until he's about 15 feet away. Then he's Chris Rock. But otherwise, cops just see a black guy walking down the street. Oh, yeah. For real. Wait. For real? Try to keep that guy in cuffs. He should just break them off in the back seat.
He should break them off, be like, oops.
Yeah.
Off his hands again.
Yeah. But it's so good for this character because he's so, like, downtrodden. He's so crestfallen from his past that he is trying to make amends and trying to behave. It's cool.
I thought they handled politics that scene really well, by the way.
Yeah. She's great. Ex-soldier. Ah! Yep.
She's like, I'm Dollar Tree Lorraine Bracco.
No, she's
No,
I was just doing the joke.
she's
She's good.
yeah, she's good. He's definitely Dollar Tree Captain America. I like that he's making a career out of being kind of like a douchey guy. She's great.
I like her.
Oh, I love it. I cannot wait for this to watch this unfold. Amazing. I really would have loved if he gave him like a little peck when he landed on top of him.
It would have been incredible. Or at least blew him one. You know?
Yeah, like just so it wouldn't be assault technically. It would just be harassment. Amazing. This is great. These guys, of course. There's such a love but a hate at the same time. It's great. It's so brotherly.
This is great.
It's such a distinct type of appreciation for each other that you could sense. It's great. Of course. For real. Exactly.
Because it didn't feel like his.
But it wasn't. It was his.
But
he said it feels like belongs to someone else, and he said it doesn't. This has been on his mind the whole time.
But that's somebody telling him, like, how he should.
Oh,
dang.
That's the real.
That was really powerful.
Oof.
Wow.
What?
That was powerful because that was in his mind this whole time, and we could sense that it's just crazy. That's such a great. It's a good show.
Ah, jerk.
Oh, he's
My
such a
God.
douche. He's great.
It's so good. Yeah. They understand character in this world, in the Marvel universe.
Look, I cursed a blue streak when I watched this.
Mm.
And his Captain America thing looks like it's from Hollister.
For real.
God, he's so fratty.
Interesting. So they're not a part of the Accords, I guess, or whatever. I guess those got dissolved.
Well,
Uh-oh,
the
here
thing
come
is,
them's fighting words.
Now that Tony Stark's dead.
You know what I liked about that shot is that he turned around and it was the shield on his back, and you're just like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. Oh, God, that makes me so bad.
Salt in the wound.
And I wonder,
Yeah.
is William Hurt gonna be in this?
I was thinking I would want to rip it off of his body.
Yeah. They could, too. I mean,
Right.
it's just,
Have
it's such a
vibranium
power
arm.
dynamic.
Well, and Bucky made like the point of saying his arm is vibranium.
I'm curious about what they're fighting for. Like, what was the world like during the blip?
Right.
It kind of makes sense that there is a terrorist group.
Yeah, it seems like there would be a lot of power vacuum, like,
Yeah. Were they all?
little-
Was there peace? Was everyone united?
Well,
going
they
around?
thought maybe that it was what was supposed to happen. I don't agree with it, but it seems like maybe there were like a lot of people
Uh-oh, what's
who-
this? Mm. Not feeling this score right now.
I know. It's not that good.
He could have bought time by simply pushing over the telephone pole and then getting back to the plane.
Mm.
We need Ramen Dwadi. Great jackets, though.
Zara.
Well, oh, they make men's clothes?
Yeah. I actually got a really cool jacket from there.
Oh, that's awesome.
Some of the clothing I'm wearing in the commercial is from Zara, and I made a joke about that with the designer. He's like, nothing but the best. He's...
Was that the did you wear
Oh!
one of the
Oh!
direct-
Wait a second! He just dropped the Zemo word.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Oh, look, it's, I've been there.
I was looking for
A European city.
It's Paris, I think.
I didn't
Oh, wait,
spoil
wait.
that.
I've been there. I've been to that roundabout. Yeah, it is. Parentheses, European city.
Oh, wait, that red thing looks like
I'm definitely feeling this score.
Heck yes.
Ooh! I gotta say,
Oh.
yeah, that dude who plays Zemo
He's awesome.
is a linguist.
Daniel
He's a
Bruhl.
Daniel Bruhl is a phenomenal talent.
Like I
Old
have.
school cool.
Yes, Daniel Bruhl is old school cool.
Who's Debo? I'm sorry, I gotta be that girl.
What's
He
up?
was in Captain America: Civil War.
He played Zemo.
Was
My name is Zemo.
Baron Zemo.
Yeah.
I
So,
don't remember him.
well, do you remember the little guy who was reading?
Oh, yeah.
He was
Yeah.
like boxcar, chop
he
shop.
Triggered,
Yeah.
he triggered.
The Winter Soldier.
He triggered Bucky.
Yeah, and then
Right.
Bucky
He was
smashed
like
out
the
of the
littlest-
D-23 cage.
He was like the littler assistant, the shorter assistant to like the lead
I believe
evil guy.
I believe Zemo was just singing the lyrics to that Red Hot Chili Pepper song.
He was singing chop shop, slap chop,
Meat mop.
meat mop, box car, race car. Yeah, you know it's interesting. No worries, blurred words. It happens. I paused it way more than you did during the watch.
Race movie, that race car, that F1 movie he was in, he was amazing in that.
He's also amazing in a Spanish language film called Ava or Eva. It's about an android girl that he creates, and he speaks Spanish from like Spain flawlessly. Also, he speaks German flawlessly. Also, he speaks English flawlessly. The guy is kind of an.
He's in the Alien, the Alienist.
The Alien.
It was like, yeah, the Alienist. It's a TNT
Oh, yeah.
series about the first like a destroyed thing, and Luke Evans is in it, and it's about the first like serial killer like division.
Me, I'm a serial spiller. You know, go ahead, Pammy.
It says Zemo has a son, Helmet Zemo, who's the enemy of Captain America. Is that what they're setting up here?
Well, Zemo himself is so in the Captain America Civil War. Zemo was the guy he's Sokovian apparently, and he was taking revenge on after Ultron and the Avengers destroyed Sokovia. Right. So he was basically, and it was such a great scene too, if you guys remember, where Zemo was listening to this message a few times throughout the movie, which was a message from his wife saying like, I'm gonna be like home, and it was the last message that she sent him when she was alive, and she died in Sokovia, the Sokovia attack. So that was actually, we felt for him, and he was about to blow his own brains out until Black Panther stopped him. He put his vibranium glove over the gun, and Zemo could not kill himself in that moment. So now he's imprisoned. So that was the last time we saw him, and now this is the next time we saw him. Go ahead. Sorry.
But he wanted to frame Bucky because, like, he wanted to, and then he wanted to go to Siberia and kill all the other Winter Soldiers.
He did kill all the other Winter Soldiers. They were in the deep freeze. And then he did frame Bucky, and he actually was the guy who showed Tony Stark the video of Bucky killing Tony Stark's parents, which pitted everybody against. He was the orchestrator of the Civil War.
And Steve knew.
Yeah, so he was the one who was able to turn all the Avengers on each other, because he knew that in order for them to be destroyed is that they would have to destroy themselves. And isn't that always true about so many things in life? Like, sometimes your worst enemy is within. That, you know, Ollie, that kind of reminds me of back in the day. I was like, you know, the only thing that could ruin this situation is us. That's a deep cut, but
Correct.
Yes. So that's the thing that I feel like is a important lesson from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. What did you guys think about this episode? I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was excellent.
I like the back and forth between the two now. Now it's more entertaining.
I wish they'd kissed. There's a lot of good banter. Their chemistry is like going to carry the show no matter where the plot goes.
Yeah. Like which is good. I definitely like when they're on screen together, because I'm like, okay, what's going to happen now?
I also feel like it's a good balance, because even in shows that like focus on two people, there's usually like someone you either gravitate to or sort of the leader, and the other one's sort of like the sidekick, and that doesn't feel that way at all. It really feels balanced.
Yeah. I don't know. I definitely feel that Falcon takes the lead on there, and that Bucky is in a position where he acquiesces power because of his history, because of the fact that he is an ex-assassin and has to be rehabilitated. I think he's leaving his trust in those around him. So I kind of feel the opposite. I feel that, you know, like they feel balanced in their respect for each other, but I do feel like Falcon is the leader of that. He's the ringleader of that little duo. But just because of the fact of what Bucky said this episode, he's like, you know, maybe he was wrong about all of this, and he's having all of those thoughts. That was an amazing scene to me because Sebastian Stan, knowing the character, we've been watching him think that for the last 2 episodes. As an actor, you're just like, okay, this has been on his mind, and if that's good writing, that's good directing. That is why he's got this. There's that tension going this whole time.
Well, I also think that Bucky wants to make sure that Sam does not make the same mistakes that he did.
Yeah, he's kind of like looking after Sam where Sam has blind spots. He's just like, look.
Exactly.
Yeah. Sam's a bit headstrong, but it's also the thing about he's headstrong. He can take on anyone. Ollie. And
Sorry, I was on mute, but I chuckled and I was thinking about terrible tweets. Go on.
Okay, good. So the thing about that is, yeah, like he can be overconfident, and then Bucky's like, look, here are your blind spots, bro. I know exactly what I'm thinking. And it's interesting that Bucky was so in touch with his feelings about what he was thinking.
Well, he is in therapy.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. I think, well, and I do think there's a lot of things that Sam, like, if you think about it, he lost his best friend, and we don't know if Steve is dead.
That's right. The first episode, the guy was like, is it true that Steve Rogers is on the moon? In a secret base on the moon? And
Or
Sam
is
kind of...
he, like, in witness protection?
Or is he... Did he go back to his parallel universe? Will we learn that?
No, he did. And, you know, Peggy's dead. But is he dead?
I don't think Cap is dead. I think he's canonically alive still.
Yeah, that's what I think. He might show up later.
He might show up. How would you feel if old Cap showed up? To definitively smack Sam on the head and say, "You idiot! I gave you the damn shield."
As long as I know, and you know what, he could be like, like Joe Biden said yesterday about how he was angry about how unions weren't being appreciated, and he started yelling. So
he was old man shaking fist at Cloud.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would like.
Now I've got to look up this video of Joe Biden yelling about unions.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Going down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Huh?
Come on there. Look, here's the deal. Unions. Nobody's appreciating unions.
No, he said.
Come on, man. Unions.
Actually, the first time I saw Joe Biden speak was at a union conference.
Joe Biden,
commie. Hey, Jen, what were some of the takeaways that you had from?
I don't care. You can hate
it was good.
me if you like.
Yeah, I like that they're building a relationship.
But I mean, he's not.
My only problem I have with the show so far is that I keep thinking it's a movie.
Oh right.
Like, oh dang it, it's over.
Yeah.
Like the production quality is very much like a movie, and I keep on being like, oh shoot, now we're out of time.
Yeah. It's very different than WandaVision too, because that was more fantastical, and this is very like army show, cop show kind of action.
Yeah,
like MASH.
Good. But like funny. Well.
I get what you're saying. It's also adjusting to a lot of the new sort of serial content format instead of the movies, because the only Marvel dabbling they did before was like the Daredevil stuff on Netflix, which was good but didn't really take root. And this is like, I've seen these people in movies, and this is a TV show, because like when they introduced Zemo at the end, I'm like, oh cool, the Zemo part. Oh wait, it's the end of the episode, isn't it? It's got that's got to be the way they end it.
Right.
I was excited to see like the next movement in the movie.
I know, me too. I was like, oh, they're gonna go talk to him now, and then it's like, oh, yeah, that kind of. It didn't catch me by surprise. It made sense, but I was like, oh, yeah, just like Jen, you're saying, it's also, it's just a TV show. It's not a movie, and Ollie, like you're saying, Justice League, Zack Snyder Justice League, for me played like a 6-episode mini-series of like a TV, because we're doing that long form.
It should have been a series.
It kind of, yeah. It feels like a binge watch of a season of TV.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I think it's easy to say retroactively they should have released it as like a weekly thing. That would have been incredibly ballsy and it would have worked totally. But it's like, I don't think you can understand that until it actually comes out.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't know how people are gonna react to that, or yeah. I mean, it would have been smart for subscriptions. HBO Max have been like, you gotta at least pay for 2 months. If it was 6 weeks long. But, who are these?
No, what they do there is they do the you get 1 month free, and then you got to start paying at the second month, and it renews after 30 days, and then have it run longer than a month so that you forget to cancel.
Oh, right. You did the last week in February, and then all the way up to the first week in April. Then you got 3 months in. Or you just wait till April and buy.
He didn't shake his fist, but he's really for unions.
And for olive loaf.
Like he made a claw. He made a claw.
Yeah. Was he? He's like, listen, Tiger. I gotta really fight for these unions. Okay.
Don't intimidate people who want to start a union. Chill the fuck out. Stop protesting anti-union stuff. Like, it was kind of that. That's what he's saying.
Yeah. I mean, it's encapsulated by the picture of a fist shaking.
Stop protesting anti-union stuff?
No, he was like, there's a lot of anti-union protesters and like employers intimidating their workers to not, in Alabama, not to unionize. So he was kind of being like, unions are a right of the employee, full stop.
Well, yeah, I agreed with that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who could disagree with Uncle Joe Biden?
It's your decision, and that's it. And everyone chill out.
Who could disagree with our American socialist president? You know, it's funny.
Yeah, how is it like being
In
supportive of unions? Like
I'm kidding. I kid because in Bulgaria.
I mean,
The perception in Bulgaria when I was having conversations politically with people was that they're like questioning our new socialist president, which I thought was hilarious.
Like they're acting, even worse, they're acting like you're communist.
Yeah, they're very anti-communist in post-communist countries.
I know, but they're acting like pro-union is like.
It's a too soon. Hashtag too soon.
It is a very hashtag too soon. What do you think about this new Captain America, by the way, being a douche, but also being kind of like a company guy? You know what I mean? He's a real team player. He works for the U.S. Alia, how do you feel about that? I know you don't like when people champion the U.S. military in movies.
Hold on a second. No, I just said I don't like Michael Bay Transformers. There's a difference.
Okay. Clarify this for me. Now, in my mind, you hate the American military and wish that they could defund the police. But go ahead, Ollie.
Yes, excellent encapsulation of our many hundreds of conversations.
We had that Justin Timberlake conversation earlier, and now you're trolling me.
Oh, Khalid and I had a mini talk about Justin Timberlake. Oliver, as a musician, what do you think of Justin Timberlake?
He's awesome.
See, Khalid, I can't.
I didn't say he wasn't talented. I don't like his.
That's okay. That's totally fair.
Totally fair.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm just saying his music's very good.
That's all I was saying. I'm like, I was just saying because
No, you did not specify.
Hold on,
I was
Sexy Back is like a top 10 of the decade song, easily.
the thing about Justin Timberlake, I think, what started the conversation was that you said that the song from Trolls was a god awful song, and I was like, well, it's actually pretty good.
That is
Strongly disagree. It's a fantastic song. It's a fantastic song.
It's a good song.
I got to compliment Justin on that album to his face, and
Really?
probably said the most embarrassing thing I've ever. And then I got to dance next to him in a private concert with Prince. Oh my God! I'm dropping
What?
It's
We got to hear that
Prince.
story, Fupemi.
It's my most Hollywood and best story you'll ever hear.
So Prince and JT are in a room.
That is
How
amazing.
All right, I'll do a very. Do we want to hear this story? Because I can do
Yes.
a version of it.
How could we not? You can't just drop Justin Timberlake and Prince.
Pam, she lived on the East Coast and she had just moved to sunny Los Angeles. I didn't know anyone in LA, and my friend gave me tickets to go see Led Zepp again, a Led Zeppelin's Remembrance Band at the House Blues. And I thought,
no, I think that's adorable.
okay, and I went alone because I didn't know.
Ollie and I saw Steel Panther there
would've
at the House
gone
of Blues,
with you.
actually.
I mean, by the way, I'd just like to say this is a side note to the story, but Led
What's it?
Zeppelin.
Oh yeah, I saw them at the House of Blues a couple years later.
Led Zeppelin was like spot on. It was like watching Led Zeppelin. It was really good. I've also met Led Zeppelin. I waited on Jimmy Page. That's a different story. Okay, so we're gonna get back to the story.
Yes,
So,
you're just
side
dropping all these legends.
It's horrible, but I only have a few stories. But okay, so side note, the day before I had met the only other person I met in LA, we had gone to the Standard to have like drinks, and I had left my credit card there. This will come
That's
into play in a
Justin
minute.
Timberlake's hotel.
No, you'd think.
Boom.
So whatever, like there's a few more songs left, but I'm getting a little tired. So I'm like, I'm going to go next door and pick up my card and like leave. So I go to the next door and I'm looking at the person in the glass. And if you've been to the Standard, it's really weird. They put live people in a glass behind there. Anyways, I digress.
Weird.
I was
Also,
like,
I just know that the logo is upside down on the
it is upside down, and when you go in, they have a live person that just sits and looks hot and reads in a fish tank, and they just sit there, and that's their thing. So it's weird, and LA is weird.
Yeah.
It's standard. So I'm looking at the weird person, like supermodel emo girl reading a book, and I'm like, "Hey, do you guys have some scissors? Can you cut this House of Blues like thing off me?" And they're like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa!" They're like, "Every VIP guest I have right here." Because Prince had played the Forum that night, is trying to get in there because somehow Prince is doing a private show, like after his show, like right now.
Yeah, he was crazy.
They're like, do not take that off your arm. And I'm like, well, I was there to see like another band. Like, I was like, what do I do? And the guy looks at me, he goes, you get in there and you make it happen.
Exactly.
I was like on fire. I was like, let's fucking do it. So I go back. And like everything's over, and they're ushering everyone out, and you can see like the security guards are watching me, and I go up to the bartender to like pretend I'm closing out a tab, and then it's just like there's no one fucking in there, and I'm like, all right, you got to go. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, this is an empty room. Who knows where this concert's happening? And I go and I'm walking, and I see a hallway, and I'm like, just fucking walk like you know where you're going. Always just go like you know where you're going.
Exactly.
So there's an elevator, and I'm like, push the button, and these two guys come up, and they get in the elevator with me, and I don't know what button to push, and they didn't push a button, so I just pushed like a middle button, and they're like, why are you going to the kitchen? And I'm like, and I just look at them, I go, I don't know,
they pulled your card.
Here, and I don't know what to do, and I'm just like freaking figuring it out, and they're like, oh, well, we're going to like the private club upstairs. I know nothing about Prince, but like, you seem
You were
cool,
like,
we
the
can
kitchen's
get
the coolest part. You guys ain't been to the kitchen? What?
I was like, oh my God. So they get me in, and they don't even know what's going on. They're just like, oh no, this is like the private members club, and I don't know what's going on with Prince. So anyways, I digress. I'm talking to these guys for like 10 minutes, and then basically we're just standing there, and like Justin Timberlake walks in, Megan Fox. Megan Fox, and Brian Austin Green, and Cameron Diaz, and Elijah Wood, who I'm going to tell you a story about Elijah Wood's eyes, and Dan Aykroyd, because
they're bigger than his head.
it's just like A-list,
Oh,
A-list,
they're
A-list.
probably dreamy.
Yeah.
And oh my God, it was, I have a great conversation with him. Anyways, I won't tell all the run-ins, but I'll tell you the Justin run-in and the Elijah run-in and a quick Dan Aykroyd run-in. So I'm next to Justin Timberlake. I've had a few drinks. I haven't had a drink in 2 years because I don't drink anymore. But I used to say stupid things when I drank. Sometimes.
Well, we all do.
This will come into play.
You saw my
when I
episode
meet-
last Saturday, right?
Oh, right? I did.
had a few.
But I'm sure you were. So anyways, I had a little conversation with Dan Aykroyd. I had just moved there. I had only worked in news before, and he's like, hey, he's just talking to me. And I'm like, because everyone's just talking. Everyone's just super nice. And he's like, oh, I was like, I just moved to LA. He's like, what do you do? I was like, I'm a teleprompter operator. And he was like,
cool.
oh, I'm doing a sci-fi show. He's like, maybe you could teleprompt operate for me. And I was just loving it. And
Nice.
he's like, do you have a card? I did not have a card, y'all. And I've never not had a card on me again after this moment. And I was like,
yeah. Yes,
because I was
cards
new
are
to the
important.
game. I didn't know what to do. And I was like, how about I write it down on a piece of paper? And he's like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I'll never
Let
see
me
Dan
file
Aykroyd
that
again.
under burn it. Go ahead.
Burn it. You know what? You'll think, but I'm downplaying that because it's going to come into the story later.
Ooh.
So then I'm talking to Elijah Wood because, oh my God, he is very, very handsome. And his eyes are like, you can't even concentrate on what you're saying because they're like piercing your soul. Like there was no CGI on those eyes.
Remember,
Like, that's how-
you remember the movie North?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
With
God.
Bruce Willis.
I was just like in love with him.
So
When I was
dreamy
a little
and
kid.
so nice.
Bruce Willis is in that
Everyone
movie
I talk-
briefly, and
Nice as
Bruce
fuck.
Willis has a scene in every one of his movies where he's getting dressed. This I should do a supercut of this, but for some reason I think as an actor he's like, I need to be doing something. How about, Mr. Director? I've got an idea. Why don't I get dressed? Why don't I put my change my shirt and put on new shoes? Every single movie. You'll
I
never
love it.
not see it next time. But so now we'll get to this part where
Okay,
you're dancing
so-
on this floor with
All right,
Two
so
legends.
we'll finish with Elijah Wood. So Elijah's like, how'd you like the show? Because everyone had just come from the show at the Forum and been invited to this private party, or everyone probably who was backstage with Prince. And I'm like, and Prince basically did a Prince thing where he's like, I did the show, I did the after party, and now I want to do another whatever.
play
Private
basketball and
little
make
thing.
pancakes.
For just, it's a
Yeah.
pancake situation.
Pancakes, motherfucker.
He's like, oh, did you like the show? I was like, I actually didn't see the show. I saw Led Zepp again here. He was like, oh my God, did they play Kashmir? And I was like, he was like nerding out on Zeppelin with me, right?
That's awesome.
And I'm like one of those Zeppelin fans too that doesn't know the name of a lot of the songs. He's like, did they play Immigrant Song? I was like, is that the one where they scream a lot? And he's
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. That's
Oh
awesome.
my God.
So it was super
They
cute
used
because
to
he
call
like
me
nerded out.
Kashmir because
Huh?
they didn't know how to pronounce. Like I had people I went to high school with called me Kashmir because they didn't know how to pronounce my name.
Pronounce Kashmir.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
They didn't know how to pronounce Colleen, so they just called me Kashmir.
It's better than being
Oh,
called
they didn't. Oh.
Aero Pastel, which has been a name that I've been called more than 5 times.
Aeropostale.
Yes.
No,
Like the
it's
store.
Pastel.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah. It was
All
just
right,
pretty
anyway,
horrible.
Oh, it's called
So the
So then I'm standing next. I'll get to the JT and Prince part, which is the most interesting part. So Cameron's like dancing with Megan Fox and Brian. And they're like totally wasted and having a blast. And the things I am about to say to Justin Timberlake are ridiculous. So he's standing there. He's like, we're standing next to each other, like literally up against each other in the bar because everyone's waiting for a drink. And I'm like, you got to say something. Now, his album had just came out, like the one where he got all soulful on us. What was it called? The first one. Justified. And I was like, hey, I never do this, but I just want to let you know, like that last album was insane. Like I had no idea I was gonna like it that much. I was like, it's got so much soul and so much depth. It's like really great. So he's like, thank you so much.
And I was like, where'd you get those kind of influences? And he was like, I was like, it sounds like,
music.
This is not 2021 what I said. And if I had to go back, I'd be like, what did I just say? But I said, it sounds like there's a little black man trapped inside of your body. And he was like, okay. He's like, that's one way to look at it. And he's like, well, yeah, most of my influences are like Prince and stuff, so that makes sense. And I was like, okay.
Oh,
interesting.
God, I remember.
So then, in the middle of all this, I kept being like, by the way, like, I know your girl's right there. I'm just like, you don't need to, like, we don't need to keep talking. Like, I'm not trying to like make a move. And he kept.
No, this
being
is
like,
Justin Timberlake.
This is Justin Timberlake.
Yeah.
And then.
So was he with
talking.
With Jessica?
I mean, she was like 4 feet behind us dancing, like with Megan or whatever.
Right. Oh, okay.
And so I was like, I'm not trying to hit on you. I'm just trying to compliment your music and make inappropriate jokes.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, it's cool. And then I said it like a third time while we were like talking about other stuff.
Yeah, you were like.
And he goes, hey, if I didn't want to be talking to you, I wouldn't be talking to you. So you can stop apologizing. And I was like, oh, damn, Justin. Okay, anyways, what happens is, so that happens.
And then Prince came out and said, what did Prince say? He came out on high heels, I imagine.
We're at a bar. So everyone then goes out to this back room, and it's like you have to go outside into this side back room. And we follow everyone, but we're the last ones. And the guys that I was with who like were members there, we couldn't get in. And Dan Aykroyd's at the end of the walkway in the middle of a news interview outdoors. Like the lights are on him. Everyone's in this private building where Prince is now. This like tiny little room. And
it doesn't have to be large. It's Prince.
It's literally like it was tiny. It was like 20 foot by 20 foot.
Prince was fun sized.
He was fun sized. And so anyways, the guys who are the security, they're like, guys, we love you, but there's no way we can let you in there. Like, it's not going to happen, not for this private event, right? And we're like, shit. So Dan's in the middle of this interview. He stops the interview and looks at me and goes, Pam, do you want to see the show? And I'm like, yeah. And he like stops the news interview and takes my hand and like walks me past everyone and walks me up and stands me right in front of Prince in between like Justin and Cameron. And I literally sit there with Prince like
no big
1
deal.
human foot from me. And anyways, so that happened. And
Grace
the reason
Dance
why
just
and we
busted a
danced,
move.
And it was the coolest night of my life. And I don't tell that story because it's embarrassing to drop that many names. But
that's pretty great, though.
It's
legendary.
It's a once in a lifetime experience.
It really is.
It was. I was just like, what?
I'm impressed with that story. I love stories like that. Those stories are. I mean, we all have so many. Crazy. Life is long, and there's so many different things that happen. I was just someone was just telling me a story the other day, and it was like and I was like, I thought I knew you, but I didn't know that this whole section of your life happened. It's kind of amazing what happens, especially in LA, some of the people you run into. But that is a legend.
That's just like, do you want free tickets to a Led Zeppelin thing? So remember, if someone gives you something that sounds boring, you might just want to go out. That's the moral of that story.
Yeah, especially in LA, you kind of run into lots of crazy people.
True.
And it's always interesting to talk to anybody that you're out with because everybody's got a story to tell. Right. It's really kind of remarkable. I'm always interested in hearing people's backstory and their lives and what's been, how they got to how their whole life led up to this moment. But
from this moment.
Yeah, exactly. Cue the musical cue. But Falcon and the Winter Soldier. What a great.
Oh yeah, back to the
back to the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. That was, well, I mean, to recap, the Suicide Squad trailer was kind of amazing. I kind of want to watch it again to bookend the episode.
Oh, it's so good. So good.
It was so good. I think I'm going to watch it again, and then we're going to do the little outro. But any final thoughts on today's episode of Aristotle Full Throttle? Very special episode where we learned all about the standard and what could happen there. What happens?
I'm very glad we're back together on Fridays as
Yes.
a family watching
Yes.
Marvel.
Yes,
I
it's-
missed you guys.
I know.
Oh.
No, honestly, I missed you guys so much. Like,
I missed you guys too.
it really is like it feels like I don't know, like a
like a happy.
friendship. Yeah, like
It's
like
friendly.
I have friends. I
Yeah, it's
actually
like-
have
It's a
friends.
nice break from the week.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate that, and I look forward to especially our watch parties. I got up this morning. I was like, oh, it's Watch Party Friday. I can't wait to hang out and talk about geek out on stuff like this. And then I also saw that the Suicide Squaler, the Suicide Squad trailer dropped. Yeah.
My favorite.
I know. I was so excited for you guys to see that. I was like, I can't wait to see the reaction.
I saw that it had been shared a lot this morning, and I was like, you know what? I want to watch that with y'all and experience it for the first time with everybody. I do enjoy movies and TV and hanging out and talking about and telling stories. So it's fun to experience like the episodes of TV with you guys for the first time and all. Especially, I mean, I think it was a pretty legendary moment. One of the first watch parties we had a few months back, among the first, was for The Mandalorian, and that season finale of The Mandalorian caught us all by surprise. I think it caught me, Jen, Jake, and Ollie. I think we were chatting about it, and we were all like, what? So it's such a fun moment to share with you guys.
I'm
like that.
so mad that I missed watching The Mandalorian with you.
Well, there's going to be a new season this year. Well, actually, at the end of the year,
Well,
it will
maybe
be
we could do
Book
like
of
a
Boba
rerun.
we do a rewatch.
Yeah, we could do a rerun like for December.
Yeah, I mean, we did.
I mean, I haven't rewatched the last season yet. The Mandalorian is rewatchable for sure.
It is. Because every episode's like this little pocket showcase.
Yeah, Pedro Pascal is just God.
He's a
Have you guys
rewatchable
watched the
dude.
series that's all about like the like 6-part series about like the making of the Mandalorian and like all the different parts and stuff.
I watched the first season. Yeah.
Yeah. I watched the first season. I actually just saw it like an hour ago, and I was like, I need to watch that.
It's such a good. I love the episodes with the special effects, the music, and the directors. The actors, I feel like, are the least involved. So when they have the episodes with the actors, they're all kind of like, "Hey, I'm happy to be here. I said lines. I was there. I was on set." But like the people who are the true creators of the show, in my opinion, Pedro Pascal creates the character for the Mandalorian. And they're all creating their individual characters who have to walk through this world. But the people who build that world are always like they've got so many ideas and of where things are going. The writers, the directors, and all of the various technicians, especially the music and how that tells the story. But the actors generally are like,
well, I mean,
I'm famous. I'm the poster boy for the show. But yeah, I'm excited. In the morning, I'm gonna do some like ADR for this that I had. ADR for
When will you legally be able to tell us that you're going to be the new voice of Sprint? Can you hear me now?
Well, technically,
if I just guess that, if for some reason that was correct and we find that out in a couple of weeks, I want like a universe award or some shit.
That would be pretty good if you nailed that. It's not. I don't know if it's as big a company. It's not as big a company as Sprint, I would say.
It sounds like it's a cellular phone company, though.
Could be.
Like one, like.
Can you hear me now, Aristotle?
You can guess. We could have a guess. We could put it all in a bin, in a bucket. See who guesses it right. I mean, you'll see it. You'll definitely see it. I think.
Cricket wireless.
Keep on guessing.
It's Cricket wireless.
I think Jen officially
Snowball.
guessed it right. I'll give you guys a clue.
I'm a good detective.
She detected successfully.
Okay.
But I will not confirm or deny, but I will say that perhaps she has guessed it correctly.
Oh yeah,
I will-
let's do that. Let's
Oh,
guess
boy.
it, and then you don't confirm or deny. But if you cough at any point, we will not
Exactly.
be upset.
I don't think it's
Well,
as top
just don't
secret as
turn
I've been
your
treating
head.
it. Yeah.
No, I mean, look,
Probably
I
better
sign NDAs
to
too,
not- yeah,
like
get
for
yourself
my
in
work,
trouble, then-
and then I tell you guys. I mean, I shouldn't because I don't think I've ever told you guys anything on. Well, maybe. Who knows?
Maybe. I think we might have mentioned it in text shells. It's pretty private on here anyway. It's like a private server, so I think it's kind of okay. It's like a little gray area as to what we could share on the private server. So what was that, Jen? I think you were just saying something.
I was just saying it's probably better to be careful and like more safe than not with NDA.
Yeah.
You know?
That's true.
Well, technically,
Jen's of being very smart. If I was your lawyer, I would side with Jen. But if we
Yes.
guessed it,
Well, when
Well-
I
The
was
viewer, you want to know.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I
when I
did
was
get
te- when I
notified
was
that
teaching-
everything was confidential. So you'll see it. I think you'll see it. It's going to be on the internet, all over the internet soon. So
Yeah, when I was teaching, I was like very like restricted on social media. So
yeah, like
I'm
they don't want
Googling
to.
you.
They don't want to show their cards just yet. So
Okay. It is a cell phone though, right? Or it's a wireless network.
I will not confirm nor deny that.
Okay. Okay.
by the way, Pammy, I want to know what blush you're using and what eyebrow pencil you're using.
Is that a filter or is that actually blush?
Is it a
that is a filter. Watch
I
this.
thought so.
Because okay, whoa.
It's
That's
like, I
definitely
mean,
a
I
filter.
actually
Look at
do
them
have some
freckles.
makeup on under this, but you never have to wear makeup again when you get these filters. It's like, look at my eyelashes. They
Yeah.
come
I was
right
like,
off.
when did you get
But
freckles?
these eyebrows,
Yeah.
I will tell you this about my eyebrows. Those are
download the freckles.
microbladed, and that is how they look.
Oh,
No,
girl, I
I
got them too. I
actually-
got the microbladed eyebrows.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
really? Because like
Yeah.
mine are growing back in after my treatment, and so like
The guys are really loving this, huh?
No, I am actually. I'm
They were
I feel
filling
like
your
a fly on
eyebrows
the
in,
wall.
right?
Yeah,
Well,
they had
did
to
you
fill mine
get-
in.
Commercial?
Did you get yours microbladed as well?
They had to put
No,
like
No, just
mascara in
the,
them.
the pencil.
Oh, go ahead.
oh
His
no,
pencil. Mine
I'm
microbladed.
Oh
His
yeah,
micro-
Aristotle, you have no eyebrows. You should get this done, right? Don't you have an eyebrow problem?
Yes, I've
Well-
got an eyebrow definity.
That probably bothers you. I feel
Get
like.
this stuff, guys.
I had super tiny eyebrows.
You know what? I'll message you my lady. She's in Los Angeles, and she does a lot of men as well. FYI.
I've got no. Okay, what's
Yeah, go look
microblading
you up.
mean?
It doesn't. So a microblading is all right. So it's a very surface level tattoo where they just scrape in, not as deep as a tattoo, and it creates like feather like hair like look.
Oh, I just thought it
Um,
was like threading or something.
No, they cut
No,
you with a
it's,
blade and
it's
they put the dye
like
on
a
the tattoo.
temporary tattattoo that lasts for like 2 years.
Oh,
6
yeah?
months to 2 years.
It hurts.
I
'cause
mean,
you have so
this
many
is like a year
nerves
and a half
by
old,
your eyes.
and she's probably the best I've ever been to. Because side note, I used to go to Thailand a lot. That's where these tattoos are from. And I used to get them done in Thailand for like no money, and they were great, but they would only last like a year tops, and then they'd start fading. So these have not like faded at all.
I have
Anyways,
no
I digress.
idea about this world. If you're just tuning into the Aristotle Full Throttle Show, it's after hours girl talk. And we are
Microblading.
talking about microblading. I should
That's
get
what I
that,
got myself
maybe.
for my birthday. I got myself eyebrows.
Okay.
That's
by
I
the
remember
way,
that. You
I'm
showed me.
curious to know, Kayleen, how much it is where you guys are. So these were $600. These are $600 eyebrows you're looking at right now.
well,
I had no idea.
Mine was
two
400 and then a
Nintendos.
tip.
I
So it's
Wow.
almost
I
500.
froze my scalp to when I went through chemo.
Can you get tattoos and things like that after chemo, or is it too dangerous?
Well, the eyebrows weren't as bad, but well, the weird thing is when I got radiation, it like it wasn't like it fell out with my like when I brushed my hair, but I have like a weird mullet right now. I used to have hair down my shoulders.
You're going through that, hon.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It could have been so much worse. Thank you, though. But the eyebrows. That's why I'm asking, because they send out, and I just want to know like which process is the best.
And like I didn't want to draw mine in every day. That's why I did the microblading.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think microblading. I'm sure you could find it like for around 300, and you can find it in LA for 200 or 300. I just was like, I don't want to mess. I was dating the makeup artist I used to work for, like, does the Mandalorian and Suicide Squad. So
Yeah,
when
you told me about
when
that.
you're dating someone who
blurry
looks
lines.
at faces all day, you're like,
Yeah.
What?
I think I'm gonna get these right.
I don't want blurry eyebrows. No thanks.
I don't want a makeup artist, and he did. He stared at him afterwards. I was like,
and
I feel very
eyebrows
looked over when I'm with you. He's like, I get
Right.
that a lot from women. Like, I'm sure
I loved
you
when it was
do.
healing though, because then I had to walk around with
what's
like
dating?
scabs all over my face.
Can you tell me
Yeah.
about that? No.
What?
No, but and my my eyelashes are growing in again, and
That's good.
well, no, I mean they didn't really fall out, but it's like I have a ton coming back in, but they're shorter, so it's taking time to come back in.
Yeah, that'll get there. I use a lash like
Yeah, you could put fake lashes on there.
No,
Lash growth serum kind of
or
thing.
you can get extensions. Oh my God, aerosol.
No.
I'm a fly on the wall.
Girl Scout show about.
No,
I mean, I'm sure there's already thousands about.
I
like,
actually used
lashes
to be
and
a skincare specialist and makeup artist, and I like it. It doesn't work for mine, but I wanted suggestions, but it. I don't know. I feel
Yeah,
like
just look up microblading options in your area.
I actually that's what I've been looking into is microblading.
Yeah, that's what this is. And just so you know, if you're going to them, this is actually a combination treatment called like microblading. I can't remember what the other thing. And an airbrush fill or something. So it has it has that more like it looks like it's defined like that because of that. If you get microblading alone, it's a little less defined than
And
this.
you have such gorgeous eyebrows. So
Well, thanks. I paid for them. I feel like that girl with the boot job. Like, hey, you like them? I paid for them. My husband paid for them. Except I'm an independent woman and I bought my own eyebrows. Okay.
Exactly. Ain't no shame in that game.
All right, we got to give Aristotle a show back. We're gonna give you.
No, I'm learning a whole lot. Like my mind is just blown that it's like I thought, Jen, when you said you were getting your eyebrows microbladed, I was like, oh, cool. I guess they're
You were
threading
thinking
your
of the
eyebrows.
threading. Where they
Yeah.
I know, that's why I was like, if we had to face
threaded.
chat, don't make fun of me, because my eyebrows were all like scabbed
Yeah.
over. It was like week 2, you know?
Oh.
It was just a nightmare.
So I didn't realize the.
scab on them, and then they scab over, and you do look like Groucho Marx for a good 2 weeks.
Yep. I would walk through Target and people would stare at me, and I was like, why are they staring? And then I was like, oh yeah, I look crazy.
Did you have to put
That's
gloss?
right.
Did you have to put like the gloss on them?
Yeah, I put like the whatever it's
You
called.
know what I tried to
Dainty.
do is that I just wore a lot of other makeup so it looked like it was dramatic.
Distraction.
Because I wear like no makeup ever.
Yeah.
Like I put on like some mascara and like a little blush.
I was trying to like
I don't
pull my
wear-
mask up
Look,
higher.
I think this has fake freckles. It does. It has
Yep.
fake freckles.
Yeah, that's what I noticed. I was like, when did Pammy grow freckles? But-
I actually do have freckles, but not that many.
Yeah, I have like one
Well,
freckle.
I have
You could
all
get your beard
freckles.
microbladed.
I could get the well, it's
fill in
pretty
your
thick, but it's funny because like yeah, now it's back to
being in a normal sized beard instead of like. I was looking at the feed from last week. I was too up close to see how big it had gotten, and it was like
it was getting a little out of control.
was-
You're in a better direction, Aristotle.
oh well, thanks. They kind of were like, "What do you say we trim up that beard?"
Maybe.
Go with the last homeless. Not that there's anything wrong with being of the unhomed nature.
Oh, you sounded like you were underwater. What was that?
Your hair and your beard always look like coordinated and
Well,
great.
you know, it's funny when you mentioned dating a makeup artist. I was dating an actress a couple years ago, and she was very conscious about her face and also my face. So every time I'd be like, "Hey," she'd like go up to my face and be like, "What's that?" And I'm like, "I don't know. Now I'm aware of there's something on my face. Now you're telling me." So it was always. As soon as I would see her, she would be like, "What's this over here?" I'm like, my nose?
Oh, no,
I don't know."
human. Can I just be human in this relationship? Is that a possibility?
It was I felt very scrutinized. But yeah. Whatever.
That's why I can't date guys with better abs than me. Because I'm like, I mean, I like looking at it, but it's too intimidating.
There's
It's just like, no, stop. There's
gotta-
too many abs. There is such a thing as too many abs.
If people don't accept you for you, F them. That's what Bernie Mac says. If people don't like you for being you. I should get that as a sound effect on. I'm gonna download.
If he don't
that
love you anymore, just walk your fine ass out the door and throw
Yes.
your hair back. Check your nails. Anyone know that song? No.
That's what we learned today. What did we learn today? We learned all about eyebrow threading, which is not threading. Sorry, microblading.
Microblading.
Now I know. I learned all about microblading. I had no idea. I didn't realize that you ladies, was putting yourself through that. For the sake of beauty, I get it.
Gotta have
it makes you feel good.
It's
thick eyebrows.
By the way.
Yeah, I mean, that's impressive, Pam. Those are some impressive eyebrows. They're perfectly symmetrical. They're threaded. They're not threaded. Sorry, they're dark. Look at like I got nothing. Like this is nothing.
I'm telling you, like, we'll all. You know what? I'm already starting it. I'm planting the seed in Jen Fierce's brain, and we're gonna get a little GoFundMe, and we're gonna for Christmas. You're getting some eyebrows. Like everyone's gonna pitch in.
You guys gonna buy me eyebrows for Christmas?
We're gonna get some goddamn.
You know,
it's an eyebrow Christmas.
I would like to avoid, however. I appreciate the gesture. Maybe I will take it up. I mean, if on the day they could just give me eyebrows, I'm okay with.
I'll buy you.
Maybe I used to wear eyeliner on stage.
I understand not. As a man, I understand not.
Like an eyebrow pencil.
I used to wear
It'll be
eyeliner.
your
I used to wear
first and only
guy liner.
tattoo.
So there's actual footage of me with guy liner. But here's the thing: I would like to avoid, if I can. I worked with an actor. He's a famous actor from. He was on. Let's say he was on Blossom. He's on the show Blossom, and yes, I worked with him. He's a very nice guy. I worked with him a couple times. He's a very nice guy. I'm not gonna say his name, but when I got up close to him and would talk to him about music, because he's actually a really good singer. He's a really good singer, really good. I was impressed.
I know he was on like a playground in his music video.
Yeah. Well, oh yes, yes.
Yeah.
We all remember that.
What
Is there no
was
music
his
coming through?
song? I can't even remember his song.
No. Let's see.
I
I don't
don't
think
know.
this music is coming
For some
through.
reason, I keep thinking. of
Anyways,
God Bless
what was
Sexy
your Joey
World.
Lawrence
That's
story, Aristotle?
I will not mention him, but he. Here's the thing about this guy that will not be. So I was working with him.
Right,
Great
Joey
guy,
Lawrence,
nice guy.
Go ahead.
Yes.
And so I got this close to him, and while I was talking to him, there's all sorts of things going on with him cosmetically. So, and I was kind of like taken aback, where I was like I couldn't concentrate on him talking because he had like. Listen, I'm not gonna disparage the man. He's a beautiful man.
He had done some work. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I don't.
He'd taken his car into the shop.
Yeah, and that's totally 100% fine. And I have zero judgment of anything that people want to do to make themselves feel better, and whatever. I'm just saying that I was distracted by all of the things that were done, that he had going on, the meticulous manicuring and stuff, and I was like, that seems like a lot of work to maintain. That's fine.
I feel like
That's
if
fine.
you're a child star, it's a different world.
I think that as a child star, I'm sure he feels a lot of pressure to maintain his appearance.
He's got to keep that up forever. Yeah.
Yes, and you know, that is a deep-rooted thing with some people that, listen, years and years of therapy may not help, and maybe it's how they make themselves feel better, and that's okay. It's not hurting anybody.
Yeah, and not everyone can look ageless like you, Aristotle.
Mm-hmm. He's 27. He's 27.
Of 27.
Exactly.
27.
Oh, you totally look 27. Let's say 37 is a more believable line. Go with 37.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
If it's in the 30s at all, I'll take it.
It's you know what? It's okay to be you. It's okay to be your age. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
That is.
Yep. So I'm 27. That's fine. And
right? I'm 44.
Exactly.
That's a
serious?
true statement. Yeah, I actually am 44.
You're 44?
Yeah.
It is
oh
shocking.
my god, you look amazing.
Look at those freckles.
Hey.
You don't look a day over 20.
Exactly.
It's freckles, right?
Those eyebrows.
I preserved myself in alcohol until it almost killed me, and then now I don't drink. So that's the secret. Don't do it though.
Don't do it. Well, I'm glad that you're all here today to help.
I actually had to.
We can continue the conversation on the Discord. However,
She's
I will
like,
have to.
Shut up! Do you hear the music, lady?
I will have.
I'm not speaking anymore.
No, it's fair enough. I appreciate everybody's contribution and everybody.
Yeah.
You know what? We should raid Greg's show right now if we can. I think it's on right now. Is it not? Or...
Yeah, I'm on it.
Okay,
Oh,
sweet.
man, it's
Thank you so much.
almost 8.
It's almost
Let's
8
rate
p.m. I've got to go because I've got to prepare for tomorrow because I'm doing some ADR and I've got like my little vocal booth that I've got to set up and get ready for the morning. So back it up a little bit there. And yes, this has been a productive, wonderful episode of Aristotle Full Throttle Show. We learned all kinds of things.
I was really glad to talk to all of you.
Yes, we are glad to hear from you. And Khalid, here's the graphic for you on our way out.
Oh, God.
Spoiler alert, the show is ending. And we will see you guys on Monday. Maybe I'll pop up on the weekend and we'll play some games. Because I know that you, Pammy, you got a new Switch. And yeah, maybe we'll all... my Switch name is
I have
in the
no
gaming
idea
channel.
how to connect with other people, but I'll figure it out.
We'll all figure it out.
It's okay.
Tammy and Dad.
Thank you guys so much. I'm Aristotle Full
Great
Throttle, your bro with the fro, and we're
Good
going to
talk to you
raid
soon.
Greg if we can. And I'm going to open up
On
my
it.
phone and see if I can... I always have to do this on 2 devices. Because I don't know how to...
ready?
I am... Thank you. Yeah. Let me just go to... Awesome! Good night! Good night, everybody!
Good night. It's rated.
Thank you.